Hey, how you doing, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. The fuck is that in my phone? Microphone piece. Okay. My phone piece. Hey, how you doing, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of God Concept. I'm your host, Mr. Pagan. I'm standing here currently trying to boil some tea. Earlier, I was messing with the Facebook thing, trying to make some reels. I'm trying to get all this stuff monetized and all that. So you got to go through Facebook class. And I'm going through Facebook class and standing outside, recording and stuff, and trying to figure all that out. Now I'm sitting up here boiling my tea, doing this podcast. I'm treating this as if, I'm punching a clock, but I'm punching a clock for me. I'm punching the clock, creating content that'll support, what I'm trying to do. I know I could do that working at a job, but being though things and situations are what they are in my life, I'm doing it this way. I've been talking a lot. I think I learned to do this podcast thing a lot better. And I've been talking a lot about my situation, but I don't think I got to fully expound appropriately on my situation to the public, to the masses, to my audience who listen to my podcast. The thing is, what I've been going through is a setup by the city, done by the city. So I've been set up by the city in many ways, by groups and organizations in the city, on so many levels, what I mean, on different type of levels. And it's funny because, like I made a video the other day saying it's all the way around, it's really all the way around, because they get involved with people in your life. And once you figure out that you're kind of like in this Truman Show situation where everybody around you are puppets and everybody around you is really gaining off of you, is really gaining off of whatever, I don't know. It's like, I don't know how this thing is played. I don't know why the manipulation game is played like it is. You know what I mean? But it's deep, and it's to the point where you can see people becoming agents. You already suspected they were agents. You already suspected something was clammy about them, and then next thing you know, further on down the line, when you put yourself in situation, because I'm the type, I'll use myself, and I love to learn lessons. So I'll plant a seed, and I'll let that seed grow and see what it develops into, right? I have a friend, once when we was younger, I told him some information. Then I let a few months go past, and then I asked him a question, and I wanted to see how the information would fester in his mind about religion, because he's been going to these churches. And I'm like, damn, Jesus ain't God. That was the Jesus ain't the creator. Jesus not God. He's, associated, but even Jesus tells you that he's not God. We agreed. He went to church a little while, I said, so Jesus not God, right? He said, no, Jesus is God. I said, Jesus not God, right? Though I thought we agreed. I thought it was, agreed that Jesus wasn't God. You know what I mean? Jesus said he wasn't God. No, but the Holy Trinity, He started breaking it down. I'm like, I understand now where he's coming from, but the brainwash is there. You know what I mean? The whole thing is, if you come to the conclusion on your own that Jesus is God, right? If you come to these conclusions on your own, then why do you got to attach that conclusion to a religion? You see what I mean? If Jesus is God, then that means you are also God. You know what I mean? You could find that God within you as well, because we all have that. And this God, the God that stands here today, it has been crucified in so many fucking ways. It's like they really wanted me to kill myself and really hurt myself in a lot of different ways. That's why I try to, tell my kids to never ever, the worst thing they could ever do is hurt themselves or do anything to themselves. They got to learn how to articulate themselves in a manner that get their point across without hurting anybody. And that's what I'm doing with books, music, and this podcast and videos and things like that. It's crazy because we they use us for sacrifices and things like that. And it's like, I refuse to let my kids be a sacrifice. I've been sacrificing for so long for this system, for this organization, for these. Now, don't let me say people, because they're going to try to make it look racist or something like that. But it's not people like that. For these agents, for these, COINTELPRO people that's working the city. You know what I mean? And it's a shame because I put the cries out and I put the pleas out on social media and different places like that several times, and I never, ever got help. I never, ever got a resolution from anyone, anybody, any organization, from any person that could reach out and give a helping hand, anything. I never, ever once got a handout like that. Even people that I know on a personal level, when I reached out to them for help, and that's how I know that all this shit is all the way around. Because even when I reach out to people that I personally know for help, to them, you know what I mean? Whether that be they're doing well or not or whatever, just to, they all shun me or they act like they can't help me at all. That's how I know that they're tied in to this system that's fucking up my life and ultimately fucking up my children's life and fucking up the works that I'm trying to create in my life for my children and for my legacy. But what's going on is they're trying to snuff out a legacy, because this city has been stealing from my grandmother, Dorothy Brodus, for so fucking long. This city has been stealing and doing people lives an injustice for so fucking long. They'll lock people away in prison just because they know that their system can't do nothing with you. When you're special or you're deemed to be great at something and they don't want you to excel in that field, all they'll do is set your life up to go down a path of destruction, where you go to jail or you wind up dead or something like that. That's what this city is doing to people. That's what this city has been doing to me. You know what I mean? How could it be possible that, your own family will put you in these situations? How could it be possible that someone that you wed to be your wife will put you and your kids in this situation? How could it be that people that you was raised up with, that you called grandfather at one point, that you consider grandfather at one point, put you in this situation? That's because honestly and truthfully, all of it's tied in together. Some people mentally and consciously don't know. Mentally, let me not put mentally, because you might get lost a little bit. But consciously don't understand that they're tied to this system, and the system make them do fucked up things to people. This system make you do immoral and fucked up things to people that you love, that loves you. Not fuck that you love, because you might not love them, but you do fucked up things to people that love you. You know what I mean? Like, that's the part that gets me, and that's the part that gets me, and it's so blatant and it's so disrespectful. I can't even go into all the disrespectful shit that I get dealt on a daily basis, in my everyday life. I can't even get into that, because it's almost like what the fuck? Like you have no type of morals and values about who you are as a person to live your life in such a manner, to be so blatantly disrespectful. And I'm not even going to speak on it, but you reach out to numerous people for help. And some people do help, and it's much appreciated. You know what I mean? For where I'm at, the situation, it's crazy though. But I reach out to people that could put me in a much better situation, who knows my talents, my skills, and abilities. I reached out to people who act like they were going to actually help. Not just help because I was asking for help or I needed help. Helping because I was helping also. Helping because it was supposed to be a collaborative effort. I got with people trying to move ahead in my own personal career and not in building a personal career for myself that like blackballed me and just like threw up a fucking curtain, you know what I mean? Or threw up a brick wall in front of my face. Basically set me up and put me in all type of weird ass situations. But that's what this city will do. And it's not just been one person. I'm not just talking about one person or one organization or entity. I'm talking about multiple. You know what I mean? I've been dealing with different people in different places doing different things for a long fucking time. And every time I get involved with a different person doing a different thing in a different place, it always ends up the same. They always end up being a fuck nigga. Seriously, like that's what I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it being a fuck nigga. Anytime you doing honest business with somebody, with anybody, and they're not holding up their side of the bargain or obligation, that's being a fuck nigga. You know, if I'm working for you and you not paying me, you are a fuck nigga. You know what I mean? You're a fuck nigga or you're a fuck girl. Basically, you're like, that's what it is. You know, that's how I feel about it. Because in this city, what I realize is you got a lot of fuck people out here. Like you do. If I'm doing a service for you or we doing business or, you know what I mean? If we're moving ahead, if I'm trying to make music with you, you know, and you use music as a facade to facilitate some other bullshit that you want to happen or what you got going on. If somebody there to try to make music with you and you talking shit about people, you know what I mean? You just blatantly just talking shit about people. Dog, what do this shit you have to talk about everybody have to do with the music? You know what I mean? What does any of the shit you have to say about anybody have to do with this music? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So-called, I don't know what it is. It's like people just don't know how to conduct themselves in a manner that's conducive to everybody progressing. You know what I mean? I'm just fed up with it. Today is the day that, you know, I have to explode. I woke up this morning because I want to treat everything I do. My life is a business now, you know. Really, I don't even want to talk to nobody if it's not about progressing or some type of money or some shit like that. You know what I mean? It got to be all about you know what I mean? You know, if it's not progressing me in any type of way, I don't need to be involved with you. I don't need your time at all, you know, because everything that I'm doing is building something. And what I'm noticing now is that people is taking away from what I build. You know what I mean? People been taken away from what I build, even by slandering, even by backbiting, even by, you know, negative thoughts and things like that. I don't have negative thoughts and things like that. I don't backbite people and things like that. Everything I talk about is factual. That's why I could talk about it. You know what I mean? Because I'm a firm believer in, you know what I mean? You do dirt, you get dirt. And if you talk shit about somebody, you talk reckless about somebody, yeah, one day you won't have to see that person. So that's why I don't do it unless it's the truth. If I'm saying something about you, it's the truth. If you're a fucked up person, it's the truth. And like I said the other day previously, I don't like throwing names out there. But it's a lot of people that be doing some nut shit that really shouldn't be doing some nut shit. Niggas be in position, like people be in position and able to help and know that you're able to fulfill whatever need or whatever desire is needed or meant to be met. They know you can feel that desire. They know you can meet and exceed expectations of whatever job position or whatever title that is there. You know what I mean? Just to be had. And it's not a title like that can just be like, it's not a up for grabs type of title. It's a title where anybody can have this title. It's just saying, okay, I'm gonna promote you to these people, so your music or your podcast or your books can grow and shine, or I'm gonna show you and expose you to this, so this way you could grow more and shine more. I'm gonna help you cultivate. You get around people that can help you cultivate what you're trying to do, the organic works that you're trying to do in your life. You get around these people that can help you cultivate that, and they don't even give you manure. They don't give you shit, basically. You know, they won't help you cultivate and grow what you're trying to grow organically. And I've been around people that is nothing for them to help you grow and cultivate what you're trying to do. And they still don't want to do that. You know, some is addicted to dick and some's addicted to drugs. You got the niggas, all they worrying about is you not taking a bitch and all the drugs they could do and how they could set you up and shit. And then you got the women, the woman, you know, she basically just wrapped around a nigga finger because, you know, Dick drive his car, basically. Dick run the show. You know, that's what it is. That's how it is. You know what I mean? And it's fucked up because, you know, if I was a slimy nigga, I could have really fucked. You know, I could have really fucked up a lot of relationships and a lot of time and a lot of effort that I've been trying to, you know what I mean? But I've grown relationships and I love people. I love people to the point where I'm not the type of person that'll just sleep with somebody just to get ahead in life. You know, people made advances to me on some homosexual shit, and I let slide on like yo, I'm not gay. I've never been gay. I've never been a faggot in any type of way. You know what I mean? I had people make advances to me on some homosexual shit, just on me trying to get ahead in life. I don't go down that road on that tip. You know, on the other tip, I'm not trying to step on no toes. You know what I mean? If I wanted to do some infidelity and mess up somebody's relationship or something like that, I would have been did that stuff to my own relationship. If I never did that to my relationship, why would I try to do that to anybody else's relationship? Think about that. Most people don't understand how sanctified or harmonious that a relationship between a man and a woman is. I would never try to come in between that. And this, I don't even want to talk about it, you know, but the whole thing is because it's like, yo, you don't break up relationships. You don't do that. Now, if it naturally breaks up because you a cheating ass nigga and you been fucking all these bitches and that's how you almost lost your woman, then so be it. You know what I mean? If that was the case, then so be it. But it don't have to be theatrical. You know what I mean? It was like going to the opera, being in a theater set or something like that. What, you want me to fight over you or something? Like, no, I'm cool on that. Like, does that have to be no, I'm cool on that. Like, that's what it seemed like. And it seemed like I was being set up and everything by people I'm just trying to do business with. You know, and it's not like that with just one person, one place, and one thing. It's like that around the board, everywhere I go. You know what I mean? Everything start off peaches and cream and y'all cool and this and that. And then you get to know a person and they wind up being the most fucked up person in the world. And then they'll sit up there and flip the script and tell a story to everybody, making it seem like you are the fucked up person. Like you did all the wrong. Like you did this and did that. And I'm tired of getting that from every fucking body in my life. It's like, when I look around the fucking board, everybody always pointing the finger at me. But the person pointing the finger at you normally need to point a finger back at them fucking selves. You know what I mean? A lot of times, because these people be crazy and insane. That's why I had to really take the steps and make the maneuvers and make the changes that I did in my life. Yeah, I went down the ladder a bit. I'm not making the same pay I was making when I worked for Massa. But now I'm building something where I could be my own fucking boss. And I don't care what you, them, they, he, she, rat, cat, dog has to say about that shit. Because I'm building it on my own merit. You know what I mean? And you know, by family, by friends, by loved ones, by people that I helped raise me, basically. You know what I mean? People that in the past I was able to turn to or got led to help me out, you know, in ways for me to gain relationships with. You know what I mean? It's like, damn. Like when you see a ship sinking, you go over there and you throw an anchor. You know, not throw an anchor, but you know what I mean? You throw some life vests or whatever. Like, you know, I got, man, that shit crazy. I can't even go to the crib where I grew up in, you know, the house that I grew up in, to get things that I need. You know, I need my clothes. I need, you know, my kids want shit from their house. You know what I mean? It's big ass, you know, it's different shit. You know, I'm fucked up right now. I'm not working nowhere. I could have that TV or whatever. I could go sell my TV. It's a brand new fucking TV I got. Fucking air conditioner, heater, AC unit joint I got. All types of shit I could have just, you know, to be able to relax or be able to feel more comfortable or whatever, or even just get rid of or even store it so that way when I do get a place, I could have my shit ready and available for that time or whatever. Like, I don't really even care about the materialistic shit, but it's the thing, like, I can't even go get clothes to really change and shit like that. Like, I'm sitting up here, keep having to wash and dry the same shit over and over again. And the whole thing is, I've been reaching out to this city, to different organizations in this fucking city, to help me out with a situation that everybody clearly knows I've been set up. Everybody knows I've been set up. And the only reason they won't help out because everybody's involved. And when I say everybody's involved, I mean, like, people run this fucking city. You know what I mean? And there's gatekeepers. Like, I watched that Kanye interview, and it was a powerful interview. I had talking points that I want to talk about or whatever today on this podcast. But I didn't get a chance to touch on those talking points. But one of the talking points was Kanye interview. And it was like, you do have these gatekeepers out here. And it's fucked up because, you know, these gatekeepers, they're tied to people that's tied to your life. And, you know, it's like, if you're being gatekept, when I say you're being gatekept, it's like your entire life is being gatekept. And most people don't understand that shit. It's like most people think gatekeeping is something that just goes on in the music industry. All that shit is tied in. All of it is synonymous. They actually sacrifice people and things like that. You know, it's people, you have soulmates that's tied to the music industry and things like that. And those soulmates would really set you up or get you out of here because another person reached to a height that you were supposed to reach. You never did, though. For whatever reason, you never reached to those heights. Whether you was gatekept, whether you was blackballed, whether it just wasn't meant for you to do in this lifetime. Because everybody want to be great, right? So maybe it wasn't meant for you to be great in this lifetime because you was great in another lifetime. So they'll blackball you and let a crumb bum ass motherfucker float above you. And you wondering in your life, like, why am I being gatekept? Why is this going on? This because you weren't meant to be great in this life. You've been great in too many other lifetimes. You gotta let these crumb bum ass niggas be great too sometimes. So there you go. You know what I mean? They'll gatekeep for a crumb bum ass nigga, and your soulmate will help them. You got soulmates. You got people that you can see auras around and things like that. I don't know if it's meant to be that way because when you encounter these people, and you see auras around them, you kind of get this angelic feeling about them. You know what I mean? You kind of get that feeling about them. But really is I think is because, it makes it easy for them to manipulate you. If you feel like they're like an angelic figure or whatever, you're really going to be at their whim or at their beck and call or whatever. So when you meet these people who has a certain type of aura around them that you'll just do anything for, you're easily manipulated. You're very easily manipulated and set up. And you'll even fucking kill, steal, or die for a person like that you see that aura around. It's like a soulmate type of aura around that person. And they send these people to set you the fuck up. You know what I mean? They send those type of people in your life to set you up, like a soulmate type of person. And it's fucked up because a lot of organizations and entities and shit like that, a lot of letter people, A, B, C, D, E, F, G motherfuckers out here. And I ain't talking about no gays. I ain't talking about none of that type of shit. I'm not talking about, the gay community. Whatever your sexual preference is, do your thing. I don't judge nobody. I'm just merely an observer. And I'm reporting here on God Concept what I observe. What I've observed, far as being here, far as being through what I've been through, what I've been drugged through, what my kids been drugged through. How dare you motherfuckers? And then they smile in your face. They smile in your face and they play games and they even, they'll set up all the theatrical shit. They'll play all the games in the world with you. You know what I mean? They play games with your life. They play games with your kids. They'll play games with your work life, with what you're trying to do, with your intellectual property and everything like that. And it's so fucking sad that they get away with this shit every time. You can reach out for help all you want. You can call the cops. You can call these people. You can call the fucking Ghostbusters. You could call whoever the fuck you want. You know what I mean? And to be honest with you, it's so sad because the city will see you going through something and just talk to other people about your situation, but never talk to you. And get the story from everybody else, but never talk to you. You know what I mean? The motherfucker, listen, a lot of times people be lying about people, man. A lot of times people be telling bogus shit about people. Niggas be bogus out here telling these stories about people. If you really want to know a person, you got to watch a person's actions. You got to watch their deeds. You got to know that person's character. You got to see the content of their heart and the things that they've been through and the road that they've been down. You know what I mean? You gotta talk to the people that they helped out. You gotta talk to the people that they laughed with and cried with and shit like that. You know what I mean? You can't talk to these crumb bum ass motherfuckers out here because these motherfuckers be really out here slandering people. And I'm sorry to say, I got family that did that. I got people that I grew up with that did that. I got people that had relationships that slandered me and did that, in the most disrespectful ways. I got people that I respected for half my fucking life that fucking disrespected me, slandered me, and allowed me to just be run amok and bamboozled and all types of shit. Like, that shit not cool. That shit not cool. And one thing about it, there is a creator and there is an ultimate observer, and the ultimate observer is judging all this, whether you like it or not, whether you just a piece or the shell that's being used to do whatever maniacal or manipulative thing in a person's life. You're being observed, and you will be judged for that shit. You know what I mean? It's not cool. You get here and you play Satan's game because Satan is supposed to have dominion on this plane, right? You play Satan's game because Satan's supposed to have domain over this plane. But once you leave this plane, once you enter into that next level of life, you're going to be punished beyond your wildest imagine fucking nation. You know what I mean? For doing the evil shit that you do here in this earthly realm to people that are spiritual, that are highly fucking regarded and under the Creator's eyes, that are valued in a heavenly place. You are going to cease to exist. You and your evil ways and the shit you do over money, over power, over fame, over whatever the fuck it is, will cease to exist. You know, you got evil people hanging a fucking cross around their neck. You will cease to exist. Crackheads, fucking crackheads calling themselves deacons and pastors and shit like that. Fucking whores and shit like that, calling themselves, you know, in the churches and all this type of shit. Even in, I'm telling you, you got people doing some crazy shit in the name of God, man. You got people doing some unholy shit in the name of God. All in the mosque and shit like this. All in the churches. All in the holy places. You got these fucking Catholic priests touching little boys and shit, and little girls and everything. You will cease to exist. You will not get to go to the next level of existence. Because you're following the wrong God. You're not following the God that's within you. You're going against that God that's within you. You perverted that God that's within you. I want you to know that. When you do evil shit to good people, you pervert the God that's within you. You turn to something else. You know, and it's sad to say that a lot of people that turn to something else, they become more prosperous in their life because, you know, the devil, you know, wants to reward them for that. But when the devil is rewarding you here for the good things you did for him, God takes away the blessings that you would have received in the next level of life for even granting you that entry into the next level of life. So that's the exchange you make when you sell your soul. Yeah, that's the exchange you make. You're not really selling your soul. You can't sell a soul because it don't belong to you in the first place, fuck nut. How you sell something that don't belong to you, fuck nugget? It don't work that way. What you really do is sell your ticket, the ticket that would have got you into that next level of life. Some call it paradise. Some call it heaven. What it is a next level of life. You don't get that. You know, you get sat in a fucking jar somewhere and set on fire, you know. A heavily fucking spirit pack. And they smoke a spirit pack on your ass. Because you're gone. You smoke. Purgatory. Dingleberries. Fuck you mean? You done. You know what I mean? That's what they do to evil souls, to evil, because that negative energy can't continue to go on. You know? You already going to get so much negativity out of positivity. Just trying to be positive and move forward. You're going to get negativity. So this is why negativity can't move on to the next level of life. It's why it can't happen. I mean, does it propel you there? Yeah, a lot of times negativity will propel you to that next level of life. But sometimes the negativity that's brought about in a person's life is not meant to propel them to the next level of life. Sometimes it's just meant to drag them all the way down to they hurt themselves or their family or somebody else, or they wind up dead or in jail or fucked over to beyond belief, to be honest with you. That's why the negativity always got to shed off. It always got to fall off. It has to fall away like dead fucking skin. The negative energy, the negative people, the negative places and things, they all have to fall off like dead fucking skin. The negative habits that you have, the negative way of thinking that you have, the negative mentality, the negative way of treating others, and the negative way of thinking of yourself has to all shed like dead fucking skin. You know? And that's my episode of God Concept. I don't know. Boy, with this water, I ain't even get to my water yet. Yeah, man. Just support the books, man. Read the books. I've been posting quotes. Yesterday and this morning, all I've been doing is posting quotes and quotes and quotes and quotes, man. I'm trying to, grow this thing to be something that could sustain me and my family. You know what I mean? So far, so good. You know, I'm not saying that I'm making money off of it because I'm not. Pennies on the dollar, basically. But the whole thing is, you know, them quotes with my name on them and everything is just more positive reinforcement to keep me going, you know, keep me going and keep me growing, to show myself my works that I'm doing. A lot of times I'm just putting that stuff on there just to promote my stuff to myself and others, you know what I mean? Because I have to feel good about any work that I put out there. And for a while, I'm like, damn, you know, I do like that book, Nature's Features, but I was neglecting my other two books. And I went back and I read them on Kindle, and I'm like, oh my God, man, I forgot that. Damn, excuse me, I just ripped a crazy ass fart. Whoo! That thing was bananas. But yeah, man, I went and read my book, One Leap of Faith, man. That fart was crazy as shit. No, but I went and read my book, One Leap of Faith, and that fart stank like a mother. I can't even change my. But yeah, and it had, you know, it had the quote. It had the quotes that I had quoted, that I had clipped and put up there, because I forgot that I put all that stuff in that book, man, because it. Like I said previously, that book was really just like a footnote in my phone, man, and I could have just did nothing with it. I just said, let me post it. Now, I do want to say this. A few of my quotes that I posted up, it says author name in there, and that's because I used the template for my book. Because when you're doing a book, you have to use a template for the layout. And I made a few errors, not grammatical errors, but template errors where it might have said author's name in the spot and it got past me somehow, because a lot of times I was working on these books well through the midnight. You know what I mean? I was burning the midnight oil on a lot of these projects, you know. So a lot of times I fell asleep, or, you know, when I did the spell check, or when I had the proofread and things like that, I passed it, because like I said, everything that I work on, I do on my own. You know, everything thus far, I don't have a team. I'm a team of one, you know. And that's another thing I wanted to touch on too. $1 Million Worth of Game, that interview with Cardi B, that shit was fire. You know, Wallow was talking about, you know, you need a team and all that. But it's like, yo, sometimes you can't afford a team. Sometimes you just don't got a team, because look at me. I mean, I deserve a team. A team of motherfuckers should be with me, but I just don't have it. I don't even have supportive motherfuckers in my own, you know what I mean? It's like, it is what it is. But sometimes you have to have that drive of a whole fucking team to get your shit done, man. Because ain't nobody gonna do the shit that you need to get done like you gonna get that shit done. Like, you can have a team, but they might not be willing to go that extra mile or stay up late to make sure your shit get done right. You know what I mean? Things like that. So a lot of times some shit just wouldn't get done, period, if you had a team to rely on. You know what I mean? I could give a person 3 jobs to do, and I could be here working on my one job, and turn around, be done with mine, and then had to fuck around and work on their jobs too. And what that mean? That means technically I did all 4 jobs myself. I just delegated the work out to different people. You know what I mean? And it's like, man, sometimes it's like your team, all right, it's like this. Everybody got their own agenda. Everybody got things that they want to do in their life. So a lot of times when you're trying to get ahead, you're not even worrying about, all right, well, what my team members got in their life that they got dealing with, right? It's like, you know, she might have had kids. He might be trying to do his entrepreneur thing and build something of his own, and they might just have another job somewhere. And you got these 3 peoples with these 3 different situations. You're not worrying about them and their other job. You're not worrying about my man and him getting his shit popping, and you're not worrying about her with her baby. You know what I mean? It's like everybody got their own situation right there, and you trying to build your brand and your thing what you trying to manifest into this world, and you got all these 3 people working on your shit while they all 3 people got lives. And their lives might be clashing and everything with what you trying to do. So sometimes you can't really have no team of nobody. You got to be a team of you. You got a team for you. Because to be honest with you, I always looked at, I had friends that we talked about doing this type of shit growing up and all that. But look at it now. I don't got a team of them around me. I don't got a team of people I grew up around me helping me out with this shit. No, it's a team of me. I'm doing this shit. It's not a team of 2. It's not a team of 3 or 4. It's a team of fucking me. I'm doing this shit. I'm showing my kids something is fucking possible. You know what I mean? Something is obtainable. Something is you're able to do something out of nothing. Even if you don't work nowhere, even if you get blackballed and led in a way to go down this path and do these type of things. You're like, you know what I mean? Even if that happens, you can do it on your own. You don't need a whole team. You know, it's easier with a team. Don't get me wrong. Now, that's the thing. If you got a team and everybody's on the same accord and everybody's working for you and everybody got the same goal in mind and they understand by getting you there is going to ultimately get everybody there because everybody going to eat. Everybody going to get put on. If you got a team like that, then yes, that team is strong. That team is good because everybody got the same shit in mind. And that could be done even if people got their own lives and their own agendas and their own things that they got to do. It's like that still can get done. It's like, all right, yeah, we going to do this. Like, all right, Bridge to Leon. Perfect. Because we working on a play. You know, they working on a play. I'm the stage manager. Bridge to Leon. Now, Bridge to Leon. Now, they got lives. All the actors, the directors, they got lives. You know, they go to work. They go do their thing. You know what I mean? I got my life. I'm going through my thing. I'm doing my thing. But we all meet up in this common space and make this play come alive for people, which is happening this Sunday, Bridge to Leon, that 19th Rittenhouse. Come check it out. Tickets $20. But the whole thing is, we come together to make that, whatever we deal with in our life outside of Bridge to Leon, we deal with that and we still come together and make that play happen. Why? Because we're positive people. We all have our thoughts in line, our feelings in line, and we want this thing to happen and we want it to happen and we want it to be successful. So we come there and we make sure it happens in a successful way. Now you have some people that'll come there and be haters and shit like that. And, not that. I'm not going to use the play as an example. What I'm going to use as an example is things that you do on a daily basis, like even something is playing a basketball game. You'll have some players on the court and they fully participate, passing the ball around, got full court vision. They being a team member. They being a team sport about it. But then you got the other ones who going to hog the ball, never pass the ball, never make a fucking shot, always talking shit. They just a detriment to the team. They're a detriment to themselves and the team. It's like, at a certain point in time, you got to just understand that some people ain't cut out to be on the fucking team. You know what I mean? And it's fucked up because you got so many. It's good to have an actor. You know what I mean? In a play, in a theatrical setting. But it's not good to have no actors in real life. Like, in your fucking face trying to act like they cool with you or they like you in any type of way. That's the shit. I'm not a fake person. I won't act like I like you. I won't fake like I like you. I'm an intellectual person. I'm trying to read the situation. I'm trying to read the room. And I really got things on my mind that is like playing off in my mind, and I might want to laugh right now. Not even about what's going on, but I just might want to laugh about something that's going on in my mind, or I might just be upset about something that's going on, or whatever the case may be. And it's like, I don't want to show my emotions in a space where it's not, if I'm in a space where I'm not supposed to laugh, I'm not going to show my laugh and emotion. I'm not supposed to show my laugh and emotion. But if I show that emotion right there, if I'm in a space where I'm not supposed to laugh, and then I laugh, then what? I'm gonna be deemed a fucking weirdo, right? I can't, like, you can't help that. Like, if something's on your mind and you just let it out, like, what the fuck? Like, a lot of times that happens. You know what I mean? You laugh at certain shit, you cry about certain shit, you get mad about certain shit or upset about certain shit. It's like, a lot of times, I don't even know how to explain it. I'm going to just say this. Don't judge a book by its cover. Go out and read the books. Listen to the music. You know what I mean? Even though I'm not even going to go into it no more, man. This shit is crazy. Because I could take down songs and things like that I just put up. But I'm trying to take down old songs because them Jones sound a little, no, they sound corny. They sound fucking like I was just playing around for the kids or whatever way back when I was first trying to make music, and I can't take them songs down. And I'm like, why the fuck can't I take these songs down? I'm mad as shit about it. And I got so many fucking lawsuits against different companies and things like that. It's ridiculous. All I need is the financial backing behind me. All I need is to keep building what I have to build. Because a lot of people did a lot of things, a lot of companies and a lot of entities did a lot of things, shady shit, that they should be sued for or they should have some type of repercussions for, but they don't. And, you know, there's been, oh my God, numerous things, man. I'm still trying to work my way and figure out all this shit because, you know, what I'm learning is, it's like a learning experience. It's like, I'm trying to build this brand and what I'm doing and everything. And it's like, I never did this before. So it's something new for me. And I'm still growing and learning and everything. And when while I'm growing and learning, I'm learning that, you know, you really got to have receipts on everything. You know what I mean? And you got to watch who you sign verbal contracts with. You gotta watch who you sign physical like, you know what I mean? You gotta watch who you talk to. You gotta watch who you interact with on a daily basis because it's all about perception out here. People will use you with somebody or you doing or saying a certain thing and they'll take it and flip that and make it seem like you're a horrible person or you're a nasty person or you're ratchet or something like that. But they put you in these positions. You know what I mean? And this shit crazy. I don't know. I'm still figuring it out. I mean, I figured it out, but I'm still figuring it out at the same time. You know, I'm about to sit up here, have my tea. Fuck it. Y'all could do it with me. There you go. Prop the phone up. Let me get my shit ready. Because, you know, it's like therapeutic to me. You know, I don't even look at this as a job, you know, doing this podcast thing, because I like doing it. I really do. It helps me talk and expound because if I can't I look at it like this, if I can't get help from anybody in my immediate environment, whether that be law enforcement, federal, personal, if I can't get that type of help from family and nobody, I got to get on this podcast and help myself by talking about these things, by, you know, yeah, this is help. This is therapeutic for me. And not only that, it helps keep my story out there and my, you know, what I'm growing. And what I was going to do is have a few dates and chop me up a banana. I be having so many things on my mind, man, not too many days, four days. I be having so many things on my mind on a daily basis that it hinders some things that I try to do. And it kind of seems like, honestly, it seems like Groundhog's Day sometimes. Like everything just keep happening, and it's just like when is this shit gonna just get better? Not end, but get better, because you don't want it to end. I love life. I love everything that it has to offer, the good, the bad, the ugly, because I'm just that type of person. But at the same time, you like, when does this shit get better? When do I have to stop, participating in this rat race? When can I stop? And then you start to build something, and you try, you're starting to build something, and you're starting to earn your leisure by actually working and actually making your own hours and making your own schedule and things like that. And you realize that, everybody's journey is different. Realize that shit just make it that way sometimes. Oh shit. This video can't go. This recording can't go over 60 minutes. Okay. Keep an eye on the clock. All right. They let you know. See, it lets you know when you're recording these podcasts that you can't go over an hour. And I had no idea I went that long with this podcast. But man, I had to say what I had to say, man, because I've been through a lot of shit, and it's like nobody gives a fuck. I give a fuck, and the people who listen to this podcast gives a fuck. But other than that, in my personal life, I got a few people that care about what the fuck is going on. To be honest with you, other people that, a lot of people that act like they care about people, they only act like they care for face value. They only act like they care for face value. They'll talk about you, and because it sound morally right, or just because it sound right, they'll say, yeah, that's fucked up what they doing to him, and da da da, or that's fucked up what they doing to her, da 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 da, just because it sound right to say to somebody. But they won't ever do nothing to help. They won't ever do anything to help your situation and shit like that, or help you in any type of fucking way. They'll just say, damn, I'll pray for you, or I'm sorry that happened to him. That's so fucked up. Da, 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 da. They need to stop that. But who's actually going to fucking help somebody stop that? Who's going to be a whistleblower or just let people know that they need to chill? Like, to be honest with you, I listened to some interview. I listened to Kanye West's interview, and it's like I learned, and I've been new. This is me responding back. I've been new that shit was going on, because it's like, you got these people in the city, and there's way more gatekeepers than just it's shit deep. It's shit deep, because it's like they just won't even shine a light. You know what I mean? Certain motherfuckers just won't even shine a light on something that's going on. You could tell who they are, because what I did, I'm going to shine a light on my own shit, because the projects that I put out there, man, way surpass a lot of fucking people, a lot of people's projects. The projects that I put out there, the things that I put out there, the works that I put out there, music, books, artwork, all at the same fucking time. Come on, bro. Like, the shit that I put out there is fucking phenomenal. The shit that I put out there is legendary. Like, the shit that I did ain't nobody fucking do. You know what I mean? Books, artwork, and music all at the same fucking time. I didn't have no ghostwriter. You understand that? I didn't have no fucking ghostwriter. I don't have no publisher. I didn't have nobody proofreading my books or spell checking my books. I didn't have nobody producing my fucking music. I didn't have nobody recording podcasts and going through all the shit that they was going through in their life at the same fucking time, simultaneously, while you doing and creating all this fucking work. Fuck is you talking about? My work way surpass a lot of motherfuckers. It's just better, period. And I see that a lot of motherfuckers just hold you back because they don't want the light ever to shine on you, because then it'll be shown that, yo, these motherfuckers is haters. It's, like your work speak for itself. And I can't wait till the curtain, the veil is pulled off of a lot of this shit that goes on in Philadelphia. And it already is. A lot of people knows what happened, and a lot of people really shitting on motherfuckers that's putting people through shit and who's not letting a lot of people progress out here. But, man, it's like, y'all have a good day, man. Enjoy your day, enjoy your life, and keep working and progressing. And no matter what, if nobody don't shine no light on your work, the shit that you doing, you know what I mean, the energy that you're putting into it, just know that your works is great. You know what I mean? Check my books out, check my music out so I can get some help over here, you know what I mean, pay these bills and everything. Peace.